March 8th, not a moment, it's the movement. Last Monday, we were able to see women from different countries united to fight for their rights. From protests, Pacific March, street art collectives, to dance production performances as protests, and more. Last Monday, it was March the 8th, a date in which it is not celebrated but commemorated the International Women's Day, or also known as IWD as short, a movement that became recognized annually event by the United Nations. But why does this date become more special than ever every year? Well, we will tell you right away. Principally, women all around the world participate in this day to take courage, and through different actions they speak against their country's governments about the fighting for feminism, the fighting to eradicate gender inequality and the patterns and social norms that were established by the patriarchy. Even though, and through the time, women have gained more rights and they are trying to achieve a more balanced gender equality, still to this date, in some countries, women are not respected, such as in the cases of United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and other regions. For this very reason, the issue of gender equality and the establishment of feminism is an urgent concept in society. That is why it is not a moment, it is the movement. We must raise our voices and we will not be silenced by our dominant group. The seeds of it were planted in 1980, when 15,000 women marched through New York City demanding shorter working hours and better rights for working women. Till this date, International Women's Day has become a day to commemorate and reflect on how far women have come in society and politics and economics, while the political roots of the day mean strikes and protests are organized to raise awareness and continued inequality. For example, in Mexico, in most states, more than 500 women organized protesting marches. Since the last year, the capital, CDMX, faced several vandalizing acts. The president established this year a protective wall from several monuments. There were several pictures that became famous all around the media because it was criticized the way in which the president showed that he cares more about the wall being protected from paint than all the cases of homicides of women. In Santiago, members of feminist groups Las Tesis rehearsed and performed a new dance group production in the International Women's Day, through which they performed an artistic way and shared their opinion towards this global issue. In London, however, the Wom Collective, a female street art collective, they painted a mural in which they portrayed a reflection of this issue. On the other hand, in India, women attended a protest march in which they were against the rise of fuel prices for women. Gender parity will not be attended for almost a century, according to the IWD campaign referring to the World Economic Forum. It says, "None of us will face gender parity in our lifetimes, and nor likely our children." It is also recently seen that through time, the data of the UN Women revealing the coronavirus pandemic could wipe 25 years out of increasing gender equality. Women are doing specifically more domestic chores and family care because of the pandemic, in which turn can impact upon job and education opportunities. That is why today it is one of the most important global issues to solve, and it is good that women are fighting for it today and raising their voice against their dominant group.